Hey guys, Olivia here again. Last time we made it to the mountain and began our climb. Today we're going to see what happened as we continued our ascent. If you're just joining us, make sure to catch up on the previous parts of the story. Trust me, you don't want to miss any of it. So let's pick up where we left off. We climbed higher and higher, the wind howling around us and the storm showing no signs of letting up. Every step was a struggle, and our bodies screamed in protest. We had gone far up the mountain, but there was still so much more to go. At one point, we had to haul ourselves up a steep rock face, and when we finally reached the top, we were too exhausted to go any further. We had to rest. The strangest thing about this world was how time worked. There was no night, yet the island was always shrouded in darkness. It was like time itself was broken. After what felt like an eternity, the storm finally began to die down, and we resumed our climb. And that's when we saw it, something unbelievable. At the top of the mountain, there was an ancient inscription carved into the rock. It was written in Old English, and it sent chills down our spines. It read, "Turn back now, for beyond this point lies only darkness and the embrace of death. None who ascend return." Guys, when I tell you the fear of death hit us hard, I mean it. But then, in the distance, we saw something that gave us hope. A boat. It was the only way off this island, and we knew we had to reach it. We pushed through our fear and exhaustion, and somehow we made it down the mountain. I still don't know how we did it so quickly, but we didn't care. All we could think about was reaching that boat. But of course, nothing was ever easy on Dark Island. Just as we neared the foot of the mountain, we saw it. A massive reptile, bigger than any we'd encountered before, and it was heading straight for us. We ran as fast as we could, our hearts pounding in our chests. The boat was so close, but the reptile was gaining on us. We barely made it to the boat in time. As we pushed off from the shore, the reptile lunged at us, but we were just out of reach. We moved away from the island, thinking all the trouble was finally behind us. But just as we started to breathe a sigh of relief, a massive sea monster emerged from the depths, its monstrous form towering over our small boat. It attacked us fiercely, but then, just as suddenly, it turned and fled, as if terrified of something even more powerful. We couldn't believe our luck when we made it back to the starting point without further incident. The world around us was beautiful, yet we were painfully aware of the horrors it concealed. We knew we couldn't stay. We had to leave this world behind, and so we began our search for the door that had brought us here. We ventured deep into the forest, hearts heavy but determined to find our way back. But then we heard it, a loud, ominous noise that filled us with dread. The ground shook beneath us, and we realized with horror that the island was sinking. A massive tsunami was forming, a towering wave rushing towards us with deadly speed. We ran as fast as we could, the door in sight, but the wave was faster. I was just steps away when I stumbled and fell, the pain shooting through my leg. The tsunami was almost upon us, and I knew I wouldn't make it. But Amelia, she had a chance. She could have escaped. Instead, she made the ultimate sacrifice. She pushed me through the door, saving my life, but sealing her fate. I'll never forget her face in that moment, the way her eyes met mine, full of determination and love. But there wasn't enough time. The wave crashed down, and Amelia didn't make it. Her final scream still haunts me, echoing in my mind like a never-ending nightmare. She was the best friend I ever had, and I couldn't save her. Now I'm left with nothing but the memories and the pain of losing her. She lies in eternal sleep, and I remain trapped in an eternal prison of guilt and sorrow. All I could do was build her a grave, a small token of the immense debt I owe her. And that's how our journey ended, not with triumph, but with a loss so deep it will stay with me forever. Amelia, I miss you every day.